Good morning, Spiners. As promised, it's Saturday morning, and I am going to attempt to take the Bush into custody for an interview. As you can see, I'm wearing my detective badge, and I have the Bush under surveillance right now. So, as you can see, Bush, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you. I can get these handcuffs on this Bush. Okay. As you can see, I'm taking the Bush into custody at this time. Hey, Copper, can you unloosen these handcuffs a little bit? They're cutting off my circulation. I guess I can do that. I will take the handcuffs off, but I am going to perform an interview on you. So let me take these cuffs off as promised. I put them on a little too tight. It's usually a tactic I use to get my suspects to talk a little more.
I ain't telling you nothing, Copper.
Oh, is that true? Well, let me tell you something, Bush. I've got ways to make people talk.
Oh, yeah? Well, nobody's ever made me talk.
Well, we'll see about that, won't we, Bush? So, Bush, are you still saying you're not interested in talking?
That's right, Copper. I ain't saying nothing to you. I seen everything happen that night out there in Colorado, but I ain't saying nothing to you.
Well, let me tell you, I've got ways to make bushes talk. You get down there. You get down on that ground. See that towel? Yeah, I'll make you talk. The truth's coming out of you. Okay, I'll talk. You're gonna tell the whole truth. Yes, please. Okay. I will stop the waterboarding right now.
Copper, I will talk, but not on camera. I will tell you everything I know. Just please, no more waterboarding.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera off while I conduct my interview. Good morning, Spiners. I'm sorry you guys had to witness a lot of that. I don't think people really realize the tactics we sometimes have to go through to make suspects talk, and in this case, a Bush. So it was rather difficult. After some interrogation tactics I've learned over the years, I did get the Bush to speak in an interview with me. However, he would not speak on camera, but I do have a signed affidavit. Okay, so let's start out. First of all, this Bush was paid to be in the position it was in that night. That was a staged, they put the Bush there on purpose to, so the Nate's camera couldn't pick up the what went down that night. And guys, believe me, with the interview with the Bush, you will not believe what really went down that night. Okay, so we all know that Nate is a CCTV footage expert. He has one camera, okay? But according to AD, that makes him a specialist. Okay, guys, it's true. There was a red car there that night. As a matter of fact, there was 3 red cars there that night. There was also 14 gray pickup trucks. There was 2 Bushes. There was a second one in case the first Bush passed out trying to block the scene. Oh, guys, it's just unbelievable. I can't believe what I've dug up in this case today. I've solved it again for the 14th time, but I never in my wildest dreams would have imagined the case would take this kind of turn. So we had 3 red cars, 14 gray trucks. Scott Royce's airplane was parked in the street. It was landed right there on Saratoga Trail that night. Can you believe that, guys? Scott Royce's airplane was there. And just like AD said, Chris came from down the street. He actually drove around the block 3 or 4 times. There was also a traffic jam that morning. That is the reason Betty had to pull out so fast, so she could gain enough speed. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the show The Dukes of Hazzard, but she had to get enough speed so she could jump over all the cars that were parked there that morning, which she did so she could get to the gym on time. So there was a traffic jam. The bush was blocking most of this, which it was staged to look like this. The second bush that was out back, in case the first bush passed out, was out back where there was no cameras. Guys, can you believe this? I am just blown away at the information I have found out this morning. Now, more details will be coming soon, okay, guys? This is just my preliminary investigation. You guys know that I can't tell you everything I know about this case, because if I did, it would be open and shut. I couldn't make a video tomorrow and, you know, continue to get my super chat, PayPal, all that stuff. And you know, I don't mention any other channels. You know that, guys. But those hate channels are going to make a parody of me with this bush. I know they will. They're going to make fun of me. That's what they do. They have no talent. They're bad actors. And come January, their channel will be no more. Because now that I'm a partner with Ugle, I have made it my first priority to get rid of these hate channels, even though I have attacked more channels than anyone has ever attacked me. And then that smart-ass Braun Moxley made the comment this week that I've made accusations against NK for a whole year, and now that one person made one unfounded accusation against me, how does it feel for one day what you've put her through for a year? That does not matter, guys. It does not matter if it happens to her. I'm worried about what happens to me. But anyway, guys, back to the bush. So there was a traffic jam that morning, okay? There was 3 red cars. NK's car was parked out on the interstate. In case the shit hit the fan, they could jump on Scott Rush's plane, go out there and land on the interstate, and then take her car as a getaway car. Guys, this is such a plot. I, in a million years, would never have imagined this. But I tell you what, guys, with this information I found out by waterboarding this bush and taking it into custody, as you can see, he's back there recovering from the tactics I had to use on him. I'm sorry you guys had to witness that, but sometimes it gets rather hairy bush in a interrogation room. Oh gosh, guys, I need to calm my nerves, as I promised there would be an interview with the bush. The bush did give me an interview, but he would not give it to me on camera. I understand he is scared. There's been threats made against him that if he talked, they would cut him down at the root. So he is scared for his life. He is scared for the other bushes in the neighborhood's life, which are his children. They have threatened to cut them bushes down too if he talked. So I can understand where he's coming from, guys, okay? But I will get this case solved once and for all, finally. Just not today. Because if I did that today, then I could make a video tomorrow and make more money. Guys, I'll be on the case. You know I will. It's AD, signing out.